Some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to bet when I'm doing.
She don't know the occupation. I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants. On 1st and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Giants.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
At the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 17-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Seahawks, nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Always got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Metcalf once again the target. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. Caught right side. Tate. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
14, 14, run it. 14. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This time Wilson will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Giants. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Levine Toilolo. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Seahawks 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 7.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 27, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10 to Evans on the slant. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Jones. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Off the play fake, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 22, Jones. And his this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, Muhammad. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Seahawks 33, Giants 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing on first down. That's complete to Gallman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
9 yards to go.
Now Jones. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. From the gun, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Seahawks 40, Giants 27. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The 2-point conversion.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Seahawks 48, Giants 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Gallman will run it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Airing this one out for Evans. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jaron Reed, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Ingram.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Off play action. Jones. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 55, Giants 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Slam, slam, slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Again, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Switch it, please.
Again, this to Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jones pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Recovered by the offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 6.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
62.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Seahawks 62, Giants 27.